Sign up today.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the August 25th, the terrific Tuesday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. Hey, let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. And the easiest way I've found to be able to do that is to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, it means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We'll go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I just past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I do want you to know that I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here. But much more important than that, during this next 60 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to pick up that phone. You can dial on in at 877-927-6648. If you can't dial in, we've got you covered there, too. You can go ahead and send me an email, steve@tfnn.com. Inside the subject heading, please put radio show question, of course, in our Tiger's Den. Well, any ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on Terrific Tuesday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to the show. A bit of a mixed bag out here. The Dow off 152. The S&P is flat. NASDAQ 100 is up 34 points. Russell's off 5. Semis are up 10. So let's go take a look at, so when I was doing the 1 p.m. update, let me just pull over this tool here. It's really a data box, but it's an important data box. And trying to understand, is price trading above support, below support, or first level support? And that first level of support we're looking at as the daily column. Column number 4 from the left says daily OUL, stands for oscillator and change line. That's what I affectionately refer to as Stevie's green or red line out there. It is not a moving average, but what it does tell you is where key levels of support are. So if you're watching us on Tiger TV, you should be able to see this. And in that fourth column here, you're going to see letters SUP or RES. SUP for support, RES for resistance out here. Now subscribers get this and many other piece of data information each day in their daily, in the morning, as well as the evening update out here. And the arrows, there's light arrows out here. They're either pointed up or down. When they're pointed up, it tells us that the price oscillator is above zero. When it's pointed down, it tells us the price oscillator is below zero. So very helpful. So right now, in the ES Mini, it's traded above support, which is 34.2350. In the NASDAQ, the NQ, it's 11,569.75. Price is above that. In the Russell 2000, price is trading below resistance. Again, Stevie's green line, that's at 1584.70. So we know the Russell is the weak link out here. The Dow, also above support at 28,055. Those are the numbers you want to watch. Now, maybe you don't have access to the equity futures contracts. No problem there. Stevie's got you covered. Here you've got the cash indices underneath it. You've got the composite, the Dow Jones Industrials, the transports, the NDX, the NY. So if you're trying to understand just basic market conditions out here, other than a actual top forming, okay, which doesn't happen as, when you take a look at the number of days, there's only going to be one top and many things in between that out there. It just will if the arrow is up and price says SUP, that no key levels of support have even broken out here. So how do you put that to real use? So here, this covers all the sectors in the S&P, the metals, oil and gas, and the 30-year Treasury bond. And we've got it for all different types of time frames, depending on the type of trader that you are. And always understanding support and resistance. Now, support and resistance is going to be Stevie's green line. We also have the breakout and breakdown levels out here. And here we've got it's referred to as the TD9 support or TD9 resistance level. So we've got all those things here for their different time frames so that you can see that as well. And then if we go take a look at the charts, just so we can take application or a great tool So that in an instant you can understand if something is possibly changing trend. Because Jay had asked me the question, is today turnaround Tuesday out there? Well, in order for it to be turnaround Tuesday in the S&P 500, as an example, price is going to have to close below Stevie's green line level. So I gave that to you. It's kind of hidden right now between the actual price that it's trading at 34.32. But if price did close below that, this is the S&P cash, well, then we likely have a bearish reversal candle and at least price down below a key level of support out there. So 34.3209, if price closes over that, which we're trading over right now, it'll negate the topping signal and suggest that we're going to move higher inside the S&P 500. Now, you say higher, you might say how much higher? Well, if I just simply take a look at the ES Mini, it's the how much higher? 37.04. We're at 33, what are we at? 34.29. So we're looking at about another 300 points to the upside. I'm not talking about today, tomorrow, or the next day. Just simply here, we're looking at expansion of the last set of swing points, the February high to March low out there. Price is already back above the February high. So you look to the expansion. What's that expansion level? The reason we're looking at expansion levels here is because price is above the top of every profile, meaning daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly out there. So short of horizontal trading range, which we could go take a look at out here. The best projection tool that I would have would be just what we just did, take a look at the expansion levels of the ES Mini. If we go take a look at the, and we talked about the Dow. We looked at the Dow. Again, bearish reversal candle, but no close below Stevie's green line. So what's the Dow doing? Well, so the Dow equity futures contract on the daily time frame chart, if you look on the left, price is trading just slightly above the top of that profile, 28,069, I believe it is, 28,069. We're at 28,108 right now. And if you look to the right-hand side, the upper right-hand side, you're going to see it's a bearish structured weekly profile. Bearish structure because the center is closer to the top than the bottom, and price is sitting right there. So we don't have a confirmation of any kind of huge breakout, but the price target to the upside out here, if price can close above the center of this weekly profile, and I don't know if it will or it won't, but 28,125 is the number. If price can close above it, odds favor or move up to 29,256. That's the top of the weekly and the top of the monthly profile out there. We take a look at the NDX 100 out here. The NDX 100 price pulling back, in essence, testing Stevie's green line at 11,567. It has a TD9 count pattern. That's the only pattern out here right now that has the potential for a topping signal inside the NDX. That should complete today. That would say either yesterday's high, if this is a top, yesterday's high or tomorrow's high would be the top for that pattern. Now, tomorrow could be the top. The following day, you could see price spike that, but you'd have to see it close back below it in order for that TD9 count top to take effect out there. So we really won't know for a couple of days about the NDX 100. But what we do know about the NDX 100 or about the NQ out here is it's trading well above all of its profiles. Oops, well, here this happens to be actually the horizontal trading range. It wasn't exactly what I was going after, but we're here. So as long as we're here, what do we know about the NQ? Well, the NQ is trading right up into two resistance levels, 1.618 expansion of its last set of swing points, and a monthly horizontal trading range. They're in the 11,700 to 11,831 range, and that, in essence, is where we're trading right now. Price is inside the NQ. This was the tab I was looking for. It's above all of its profile levels, so we know the resistance area, just Fibonacci expansion for the most part that it's dealing with, as well as a horizontal trading range line. And we've got the end of the month coming Monday out there. This is Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll go to a couple of questions that have come in by email. Of course, I want to hear from you, too, at 877-927-6648. We'll be right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go to a couple of questions that have come in. One inside the Tiger's Den. Pete D was asking about gold and silver, and so is Rick K. So Rick writes in, he says, "Hello, Steve. Can you please provide a good entry point on the ticker symbol gold, GOLD, Rand Gold, out there, and AUY, Yamana Gold? Enjoy listening to your radio show every day." Thank you. Well, thank you for listening to the radio show, Rick, and glad that you find it helpful to you. So let's go take a look at Rand Gold first. GOLD is the actually what I want to do here is start off by taking a look at gold and silver. So in that way, it'll be easier for you to understand my perspective on what to consider when we take a look at gold. So here's what we know about gold. Well, let's start here. Here's what we know about. Well, that wasn't exactly where I was going, but yeah, let's start here. Here's because life is happening for us, right, folks? It is. Trust me. Well, you don't have to trust me. You make your own determination. I made a determination a long time ago with proof, actual proof that life is always happening for us, even though there's sometimes some really nasty things that happen. And trust me, I got more nasty stuff that has been put on my plate over the years out there. So I can speak from experience out here. But in any event, getting back to this, here when we're taking a look at this gold chart, remember we were looking at the NQ out there, and we were looking at the monthly horizontal trading ranges. Here we're looking at gold, and we're looking at the monthly horizontal trading range. It happens to be a weekly time frame chart that I've got up on my screen. Doesn't matter, at least at this stage of the game. What's important to understand is we're really in between two key levels, 1878 and 1988. And chances are where gold is pulling back to, this is for Rick, this is for Pete D, this is for anybody that's listening, is likely 1878. That's a target because we're right here midstream. Now, it's also a target because of topping signals that we have inside of gold. So that's one thing that we have here that we can take a look at. We can also take a look at how is gold trading in all of the major currencies. So you got the U.S. dollar on the left, then in euros, then in yen, then in pound sterling. We can see that gold is pulling back in all of those currencies out here. So we know that around the globe that traders are seeing their investments in gold fall in all currencies. That's what you need for something to either continue to fall and not have any natural buyers out there or move higher out here. So here we're taking a look at gold pulling back. Okay, so we've got that piece of the information. If we take a look at gold, now gold in terms of U.S. dollars, which is what you're interested in here, is likely first pulling back to these rising trend lines that you can see. And they come off of many different swing points. All that you need to know at this stage here is those trend lines have not been broken. What does need to be broken in order to get an A to B equals CD to the downside is we've got to see a close below the August 12th low. And that's at the 1865-ish type level out here. Now, if we take 1874.20, it looks like. Yeah, so let me come back to the actual December contract. This page here that you're looking at, in order to grab all this data out here, I'm using my synthetic version of the contract. So let me just come out to take a look at the actual December contract. It's 1874.20 is where price needs to get below. And if it does that, the target range becomes the 1-to-1 A to B equals CD. It really becomes 1790 to 1831, the breakout level. So it's Mr. Peak D out there. If you're asking where is a place to consider buying gold, well, you'd like to do it on a Gartley buy pattern. And so the Gartley buy pattern, the first one, the 1-to-1 would complete about 1809, the 1-to-1.272, 1751, 1-to-1.618, 1676 out there. I don't know which, if any, whether they will be fulfilled. But if we do get a move below 1874, yeah, they're supported 1831. Yes, they're supported 1790. But the ideal buy would be a Gartley buy pattern. And you'd wait for that A to B equals CD to come down. We'd wait to see a bullish reversal candle. And that would be the time. You'd let the market go ahead and communicate to you that that would be the time. So now this is the daily time frame. The subtle element that most people overlook out here, and I don't want you to overlook it. We took a look at it yesterday. It is only Tuesday, and this is really going to be about Friday and where are we at in gold. But right now what we can see is we've got gold below Stevie's green line, the oscillator unchanged line. Now, we did get one close, and you know Stevie's rule out here is you need to see two closes above or below support. It's a weekly time frame, so it would really need two weekly closes. But the mere fact that we're below 1941.80 right now, and you only get that right here at TFNN.com. And that 1941.80 is going to change slightly as price moves up and down. But trading below 1941.80, closing below 1941.80, Stevie's green line out there, peak, that is suggesting that gold can pull back to 1730.70. And that's where I really think it is headed to, is about 1730.70. I figure that from its TD9 count top, out at about the 2100 level, down to 1730, that might be enough for everybody to have bought in up at the top, 1730.70, not 1737. Let's get it right, peak. You've got the dyslexic Stevie typing skills out there. But 1730.70 is the breakout on the weekly time frame for gold. And if it could get pull back there at that stage, it will have trapped enough people at the highs that they just really may not like it. Now, 1490 is not out of the question. But here, folks, we've got to take things one step at a time, and we will. But now I've shown you the subtleties of what is going on inside of gold. There's another element that's going on inside of gold. Remember, it needs to be moving back in all currencies out here. So it says, you know, you can't put all of your weight on the U.S. dollar index out here because how's gold trading in pounds? How's it trading in yen? And so forth. But with regard to the U.S. dollar index, since you brought that up, isn't it nice how I kind of snuck that in there? And that's what happens when you have conversations with yourself, when you think you're having conversation with somebody else out there. At least I'm trying to. But here, if we take a look at the U.S. dollar index, it's headed higher. Now, this has formed a nice Rhodes momentum indicator bottom, nice big old bullish engulfing candle. And what we know is that price has resistance. And resistance is the top of its profile, and that's 93.53. And if, in fact, price can get above 93.53, odds favor that price is going to make a move to 94.37. That's the TD9 breakdown level. If price can close above 94.37, that tells us we have a change in trend. Now, that change in trend would take price up to 96.67. But, folks, what I want you to understand is that the U.S. dollar index has bottomed, at least from its daily time frame charts. Price is trading, it's consolidating within resistance. That's inside its daily profile out here. And so 93.58, 93.54 really is going to be the key level. And then that could take us up to 94.37. But everything here is set up, both Peak D and I believe it was Rick, and Rick, for gold to continue to pull back. And so the question about like gold, GOLD, or Yamana Gold, AUY, why, and we'll go take a look at it, is you really want to time your entry when gold itself, gold or silver, form a bottom. So we've been taking a look at gold. We should go take a look at silver as well. Now, silver is stronger than gold. And when I say stronger than gold, what I really mean by that is, remember, gold was trading below the weekly oscillator and change line. Silver's not even close to that. In fact, that is silver's target. 2337. This is the weekly time frame out here. 2337. Now that's going to change as price moves up or down, but that is the target out there. And so I consider it to be stronger from a message. It's more bullish because it's trading above Stevie's green line. Now on the daily time frame, it's not. So it's following along the tracks of gold. And here too, what you'd like to do is buy a Gartley buy pattern. And in the case of silver, the 1965 to 2054 level may become our price target. Now, we'll get back from this break here. Finally, I'll go take a look at Rand Gold out there and Yamana Gold for Rick. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back. Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as,
whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step-by-step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. So we'll take a look at Barrick Gold. We spent that last segment looking at gold and silver. We have identified that it's in a downtrend, maybe taking a look at an A to B equals CD pattern. From a timing standpoint, Peak, and I didn't mention this to you, my expectation is that we would see a 2-month pullback. So we're looking for a pullback during the month of August, which has already started, and the month of September. That should set up some type of knee-jerk reaction low out there, and the deeper and quicker the pullback, then the better off that we are. But we'll know the patterns to take a look at out here to be able to identify that next bottom. And that really would be your entry into gold, Rand Gold out here, or Barrick Gold, or Yamana Gold, or any of the others. Now, when we take a look at Barrick Gold right now, we can see that price is trading above its daily profile, which formed below price. So it's actually a bullish message out here. The weekly shows that price is trading back inside its box. So 29.17 is resistance level. As long as price is below that, well, then price could move to 24.61, the bottom of that weekly profile out here. And on a monthly basis, you actually have a completed and a confirmed A to B equals CD to the upside. You can see the 1-to-1 pattern actually got real close to 1-to-1.272. But this month's candle, now look, when I said it was a confirmed A to B equals CD, that is assuming that come next Monday that there is a close below 28.80. So if it's 28.79, that will be the confirming signal, because this is a key reversal candle. Both the high and low of last month have been exceeded, and we have right now a tick in the opposite direction. But that would be a confirmation of a larger A to B equals CD pattern. Okay, so we've got that out there, Rick. Now, as we pull back the chart for Barrick Gold, remember you're going to go ahead and tie the entry into well, actually, I've got Yamana up here. We're good. No, let me back up here. Let me grab the right chart. Sorry about that. We'll get to Yamana next. It just couldn't hold its horses, so to speak. Now let's get out Barrick Gold out here. And what we're looking for is really, where's the breakout levels? Well, in the case of Yamana Gold, it's got one breakout level at 26.76, another at 25.01, another at 23.15. Rick, those are the numbers to be focused on as far as numbers are concerned. But again, you're going to try to integrate this into gold and silver, generating hopefully Gartley buy patterns. And that would then be the trigger to get you into Rand Gold. Let's go take a look at Yamana. We don't need to do the black background charts out here. We'll just pull over my other charts and we'll take a look at it. And the levels to be watching here again are going to be the breakout areas: 544, 516, and 456. Now, I don't know which or any of those, whether those will be your buy points, but those are breakout levels. Ideally, we'd see some type of pattern occur as price is moving down there, but then that pattern also being on the actual a gold and silver contract as well. So hard for me to give you what that price might be, but this is how I would do it. This is how I would tie things in. And yeah, Yamana Gold on its daily time frame, it's got a confirmed Rhodes momentum indicator top. And we had a question inside the Tiger's Den about the RMI tops. That's what I refer to as the Rhodes momentum indicator for the general market. So we'll make sure that we get to that. On a weekly basis, when we take a look at the Yamana Gold, see what kind of pattern is out here as well. Clearly an A to B equals CD to the upside. Price is trading below Stevie's green line out here. So at this stage, Rick, plan for further retracement in Yamana, plan for further retracement inside of Barrick Gold. Let's try to time the entry into a nice completed pattern in the contracts out there. So I hope that helps you out. Thanks so much for writing in, and have a great day. We had another request out here. I believe it was for Alibaba, and this one was coming in from Earl the Pearl. Earl, good to hear from you. Thanks for writing in. Let's take a look at BABA. And, well, let's actually, there we go. Let's actually read your question. That's not a long question. Is it time to take profits? Well, I don't know what your, what your plan was. I'd really need to understand your plan. But here's what I can share with you with regard to Alibaba. Today, it's actually gotten up to the 1-to-1 A to B equals CD on the monthly time frame. So this takes us all the way back, in essence, to the IPO. The IPO inside Alibaba was in 2014. It wasn't the IPO that was the low. It was the low that took place in September of 2015, down at 57.20. That 57.20 we didn't know at the time, but that created the A point of the A to B equals CD. The B point was created out here. That's the week of June of first. This is a monthly chart. I take it the month of June in 2018 out at 211.70. That was your B point. A nice little retracement, about a 52% retracement. And now we have your A to B equals CD. So typically, Earl, when a D point of the A to B equals CD is hit, if it's hit with a wide-ranging bar, and so far for the month of August, this is a wide-ranging bar out here that typically does not end, where price typically does not end with wide-ranging bars. A to B equals CD patterns do not end with wide-ranging bars. Price is trading on the left-hand side, that is the strong side, on the C to D leg, and that is suggesting we've got a stronger storm. I'm just kind of getting into the hurricane mode out here. And so this is suggesting longer term. That's why I say I don't know how to answer your question because I don't know what your time frame scenario was. But this is suggesting a longer term that Alibaba wants to target the 1.272 area, and that's in the 326 range. You're above the daily, you're above the weekly, you're above the monthly profiles. Now, that doesn't mean there's not some type of topping signal that might be forming. We'll go take a look at that, or some type of retracement. So let's go take a look at Stevie's other charts out here. We look at the white background charts. We know that TD9 counts, or Rhodes Momentum Indicator patterns, identify tops and bottoms. Sometimes they're long-term, sometimes they're short-term. Well, here we happen to be in bar number 9 of a TD9 count. Bar number 8, 9, or the bar following 9, so that would be tomorrow, could be the high of the pattern. So when I see that takes place, the very first thing that I do is take a look at the flow inside the chart itself. In other words, pattern-wise, does Alibaba on a daily basis respect the TD9 count? Or is that just some type of random pattern that occasionally shows up and doesn't have some type of jolt to the equity? Well, that's easy enough to do because it automatically populates on my screen, so I can take a look at every single TD9 count since this thing began trading for whatever time frame it is that we want to. Well, it turns out that this formed a bottom. Alibaba did a TD9 count. It gave you that signal on March the 18th. We never saw a close below the low of that session. We then saw a nice TD9 count high that took place on April 20th. What did price do? Pulled all the way back to its TD9 breakdown level, or breakout level, 192.70. One closed below it. Price got back above it the next day. It was sayonara, adios, amigos. Just kind of my blend there. Then we get another TD9 count pattern. That did identify a top on June 10th. We had a pullback of about really a couple of weeks out here before we saw a bottom again. That bottom took place right at support. That was the bottom of the June 29th, bottom of its profile. So in answering the question, does Alibaba seem to like the flow of the TD9 count pattern? Well, you answer it. The stock charts seem to think so. So, Earl, you should anticipate that come tomorrow, could be today or tomorrow, that's some kind of short-term top. But as long as price remains above the top of the profile, which is 268, or above Stevie's green line, 269, I can't give you this sell trigger. I can tell it's a topping pattern out here. But knowing that the monthly is coming into the A to B equals CD pattern with a wide-ranging bar, so longer term, it is saying it wants to move to higher price. Hey, on the weekly, I've got wave number 7. That's letter G. So everything is suggesting that Alibaba is getting ready for some type of retracement or pullback. Longer term, looks pretty darn good. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Oh, zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day wants to take a look at Kinross Gold, KGC is the ticker symbol. And here we can see the price is trading below the bottom of its profile. Looks like this will be day number 2 consecutive closes below that level out here. So that doesn't bode well. In fact, what it suggests profile-wise is that price is targeting the bottom or the center of its bullish structured weekly profile between 687 and 724. So that looks like the target. Let's pull over Stevie's other tools out here, see what it is that we can see. Where is the most recent TD9 breakout level for the daily time frame for Kinross Gold? Well, that price is at 763. We can see that this top with wave number 7, that's letter G. You can see that at the top of my screen out here. And looks like this is setting up an A to B equals CD to the downside. Just curious about the volume. So the volume for that C point, August 11th, 30 million shares. You've only done 8 million shares, so it's not passing it with volume today and may just simply reject that level. So far, it's been a rejection of that area. But longer term, it appears that Kinross Gold is targeting 763, maybe 650, could even be the 449 level. But 763 is the one that is next up. That's a TD9 breakout level. Again, with regard to Kinross Gold and all of these, I think you want to try to time the entry along with a nice bottom inside of gold and silver. On a weekly basis, Kinross Gold right now is trading below 856. That is Stevie's green line out there in a close below 856 come tomorrow, Friday. It's only Tuesday. Could take price between the 650 to 687, 724-ish type level. That's from the weekly chart. Monthly chart out here. Give me a second. Let's actually get to the current data. There we go. And that's the weekly again, so that didn't work. Let's try monthly. There we go. So here's the monthly. And on the monthly time frame, I don't have anything negative. So longer haul, it looks good. Kind of longer haul, just like when we took a look at GOLD, Barrick Gold. So longer haul, everything looked good. Shorter time frame, getting us back to daily and weekly, was suggesting that we see some type of retracement. And so it all depends on your holding, your makeup, longer term, shorter term, and so forth. But here's what we see when we take a look at Kinross Gold. So I hope that helps you out. Zip inside of the Tiger's Den. Let me check, see if there's any other requests that have come in. Phone lines I know are open at 877-927-6648. Earl, did we answer your question? Yeah, we answered your question on Alibaba out there, so we did that. So we got that. Oh, HD, there we go. We do have a couple more questions. HD writes in, he said, I bought a few shares of EMQQ. So let's go take a look at EMQQ. First time that I can recall putting this symbol in. So let's go find out what it is. It's the Exchange Traded Concepts Trust, Emerging Markets, Internet, and E-Commerce. It is a mouthful out there. But let's go take a look at EMQQ for HD. Does this look like a long play to Steve-O? Well, here's what we do know. Prices trade above the daily, weekly, and monthly time frame charts, monthly profile. So that says that price is above of resistance. So it's bullish. If that was the question, you say, does this look like a long play to you? The instrument is certainly bullish. There's an A to B equals CD pattern. Let's see where it's at on the longer term, the monthly time frame. The A point out here is August of 2015. The B point is January of 2018. The C point out here, well, I'll tell you what, we're just going to come all the way down to the March low. And you can see that price is making its way up to the 1-to-1 price projection of 55.65. Coming in there with a wide-ranging bar. It's on the left side of the C to D leg. So HD, this looks like it wants to make a move up to 63.71. There may be some pit stops along the way. Let's go see if there's any pit stops soon, maybe to change tires, pick up some petro. What is it going to do? Well, today's bar number 7 of a TD9 count, so we know that that high could occur on Wednesday through Friday. Price is moving higher, doing less relative energy. There's our Rhodes momentum indicator signal, but no bearish reversal candle, and price above Stevie's green line. So if your question is, does it look like this still wants to move higher? The answer is yes when we take a look at the daily time frame. It could suggest caution towards the end of the week. If we take a look at the weekly time frame, price is trying to close above a TD9 count pattern. If, in fact, on a weekly basis, you see it close above 54.14 or 54.61, it'll negate that topping signal. But price is moving higher, doing it with less relative energy on the weekly time frame. So you would be on the lookout here for a bearish reversal candle and then to close below Stevie's green line, which currently is at 51.08. Is it a long play? The answer is yes. This is still bullish out here. On a monthly time frame, well, we've really taken a look at the monthly by doing an A to B equals CD pattern. But from a count and a wave standpoint, there's nothing to suggest anything more than what we have already looked at. So just be cautious about would I initiate a new trade? No, I wouldn't. I'd wait. I'd try to buy some type of a pullback, and I would need to wait and see how the TD9 count pattern plays out this week out here. In 51.14 would in essence be about your buy point on this, but I would be patient. But if you're long, you would stay long. I don't see any reason to jettison this position, not with the information that we have taken a look at. So HD, I hope that helps you out. Thanks so much for writing in out there. We've got another question out here. This one coming in from Vicky, I believe. And I'm NIO. I'm in. NIO, do you think this is the time to sell? Well, let's go see what NIO is out here. NIO, we know what the ticker symbol is. What is it? And it is the NIO Inc. Well, there you go. So your question is, do I sell it? Man, what a nice candle today out there. So certainly you would be using the polar sell when you can, not when you have to technique out there. But prices above the daily, above the weekly. Monthly doesn't give us enough information out here. It hasn't traded enough to give us information to be able to trade off of. Price this week is above the July 13th high that had 1 billion shares. Your 300 million shares. 2 days into it, that's 150. 150 times 5, that would be still short, still shy on volume. That's okay. Doesn't mean you don't. You don't stay with the trade out here. On a daily basis, the swing point was from July 13th at 313 million, or 204. So that's pretty good out here. Your question was, do you sell? Well, I don't know when you got in, what your intent was. Has it already achieved your price target? Have you taken anything off the plate? What was your strategy? Was it longer term? Was it based on daily, weekly, or monthly out here? What I can share with you is on the daily time frame. It's in bar number 7 of a TD9 count. Price moving higher, doing less relative energy. The last TD9 count identified a top out there. This says that not today, but maybe tomorrow, maybe Wednesday. That tomorrow would be Wednesday. So maybe Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday might be some type of topping pattern out there. Maybe some type of topping pattern out here. And, so you'd anticipate that and some type of retracement or pullback. On the weekly, we've got wave number 7, letter G, but that can't be confirmed until next week out here. price is moving higher, doing less relative energy. And again, the monthly didn't have enough time frame. So your question, do I sell? All I can share with you, Vicky, is that price is above all kinds of resistance out here. I don't have a valid topping pattern, and therefore I don't have a reason to tell you to sell. However, you might have one heck of a nice profit in it, and it's never wrong to take profits. Never, ever, ever. That's what this game is all about. It's just simply about taking profits. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated folic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. So we've got the 2-minute wrap here. Two couple questions in the den. One about Mosaic. If we take MOS as the ticker symbol, what Mosaic has done is this has completed a Gartley sell pattern. It did a 1 to 1.272. A to B equals CD pattern out here, generated the bearish reversal candle on August the 11th. We can see that price is trading into the resistance level, the top of its daily profile out there. You would need to close above the high of August the 11th. That would be 1889 to negate the pattern. to suggest that price is going to move higher. No levels of support have been broken. 1724 is the key level to be watching there. If price were to close below 1724, that could set up a move all the way back to its breakout level of 1322. That's what the daily time frame is telling us about Mosaic. If we take a look at the weekly time frame out here, I don't see any kind of a topping signal here. I would really focus on the daily out there. We had a request to go take a look at Nike as well. NKE is the ticker symbol. So let's get this thing here to populate. Let's take a look at the daily time frame charts out here. We'll just stick with my white background chart. Today's going to be bar number 8 of a TD9 count. Again, that high of that pattern can occur on bars 8, 9, or the bar following 9. So between today and Thursday, we'll know whether or not this is a topping pattern or a topping signal. Out here, if I take a look at the weekly time frame chart, I don't have any kind of topping signal whatsoever. So watch the next couple of days with regard to Nike. There was a request to take a look at Dr. Copper out here. Let me get real quickly over to the commodity futures out here. We'll pull up the copper contract. Copper is moving over into the December contract. It's rolling over into December. So we got both September and December. Peak. Whoever was asking about copper. And I'd focus more on December right now. But what you're watching here is 2.9534. As long as price can stay above that, copper is in breakout mode. Folks, thanks so much for being here. Stay tuned for 2 more great hours. You got your favorite polar bear, David White, coming up next. After that, Tom O'Brien to take us on home from 3 to 4. And I'll be back with you on wonderful Wednesday. Have a terrific Tuesday.